Welcome to the webinar on workshops, specifically why you should be offering them and how to add them to your website. My name is Anna, and I am one of the web designers and front-end developers here at Practice Promotions. This webinar will be helpful to you if you already offer workshops and would like to know how to add them to your website, or if you're interested in offering them to get new patients in your door. We're going to start with why you should be offering workshops. Workshops are beneficial because they improve the lives of your community. Not everyone has heard of physical therapy, and workshops can be used to educate on the benefits of what you can do for them. You can increase your reach by providing a valuable workshop that helps people start new relationships, so those that attend can learn to trust you for their future needs, and then eventually they will become a new patient. If you're a practice owner, something you think about constantly is how to get new patients in your door. That's why you partner with us. One of those ways is with workshops. So who are your workshops for? They are actually not for your current patients. They are for the people that your current patients know. Once someone is introduced to the benefits of physical therapy, they think physical therapy can fix anything. Your patients are probably trying to convince someone right now to come see you. So give them something to start that conversation, like a free workshop. Tell your patients about the workshop and have them invite their friends and family. So what kind of workshop should you offer? Pretty much anything that you treat, you could do a workshop on, like back pain, shoulder pain. You could do an ergonomic training. If you're starting a new service like laser therapy or dry needling, that would be a good opportunity to have a workshop educating your community on the service and then offering some free treatments as well. So how do you use your website to promote your workshop? Well, first you got to get it on there. There's a couple different places that we suggest you advertise your workshop. The button and the header. So let's go ahead and click here and check this out. You'll notice the button here, right here in the middle in the block. This is considered the header of the website. Another area that you could showcase the workshop is right under the slider. So this is kind of like right at the fold is what you would call it. You'll notice that this one talks about their next upcoming workshop. And then there's a button to learn more. Here's another example of the workshop being right up in the header and a call to action button. So it's easily accessible. Another area on the home page, this one is below the fold, meaning it's not the first thing they're going to see. But if you scroll a little bit down below the slider, you'll notice that there is an entire workshop section. It talks about what workshop's coming, when it is, where it is, what time. There's even a video. That's a really great feature. And then, of course, a button to reserve your spot that would take them to register. Here's an example of multiple workshops that are going on at the same time. This is also on the home page, not necessarily above the fold, but it is on the home page. And here, this practice lists all of the workshops, or at least 4 of the workshops that they have coming. And they also include the date and a video. So now let's see what happens after you showcase your workshop. So this is an example of the first one I showed you where the workshop was right under the slider. Once you clicked on the button to learn more, it takes you to what we call a workshop post type. So think of this as like a blog post, but specifically for a workshop. It will include the title of the workshop, a featured image, the content for the workshop, and then a lot of details about, you know, where, when, location, all that stuff, and then the register button. That's how you register. And then this example is, this is actually a third-party landing page. This is actually a Product X landing page. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but this is where they have the headers at the top. We have the video that starts, the place, time, the date, the call to action here, why you should be attending this workshop, who the presenter is, and then also some testimonials from people who have already attended the workshop. Here's another example of that same idea. Now this one, the free shoulder and rotator cuff workshop, This is a landing page that's actually on one of our websites that we did, and it has the same basic information. This just gives you an example of, that we can recreate the product X if you are not using their system, but this is just some examples of the things you can include. Same thing, date, time, location, register now button, why you should attend. You could also include the testimonials if you wanted, videos, images, pretty much anything your little heart desires. All right. So now let's actually see how you add it to your workshop. To your website. So I'm going to open up this here. And when you log into your website, you will come to the dashboard, which is what you're looking at now. And on the left side, you'll notice a post type in the admin section that has a little thumbtack here. These little thumbtacks mean they are posts. Well, I call them post types, kind of like a blog post. But as I said, this one would be specifically for the workshop. So I'm going to click on that. And we're going to click Add New. And this is when we are adding a new workshop. So let's have a workshop on low back pain. So the title will be Low Back Pain Workshop. Here's where we can have some content. So you can do like the description. You can do the presenter, who should attend. The location, maybe some directions. Remember, you're trying to gear towards people who have never been to you before, so any of this information is useful, what you will get. So this is really great. What are you going to actually provide them at the workshop? So just a bunch of things you can list there. The date will come down here in the workshop info tab. So let's say it is this Saturday. It's at 6:30 in the evening. I'm just going to pick an address right here. All right, so there's two different ways that you can do the registration. So for all practice promotion clients that are either the premium, the platinum, or the ultimate, you are given the ability to either add a reservation link, meaning that you will open up into like a third-party window. So that would be good for Product X if you want to have them register on your Facebook event page, things like that. This is where this comes into play. And then the workshop form is where a pop-up would happen. So I'm just going to choose this one. We're going to start with the pop-up because this is the most used. I'm going to add a featured image. So I'm just going to go to the media library. You can drag and drop things here, or you can use something that you've already used. So let's just find one with back pain. Then I'm going to select that, and then I'm going to publish it. And then I'd like to view it. So let's go here or here. You can click View, and I'm going to hold down my Command or Control key so I can open up the new window. So now you can kind of see where all the fields are going to fall on the front end. So, of course, you have your header at the top, and then you have your featured image with the title of the workshop here, and then all of the content displays here, and then your date, time, and location are here. So because we're using the workshop form ID, when I click this, the form is going to pop up. Now, the form ID actually comes from the Ninja Forms. So over here on the left side, if you go to the dashboard, you'll get your list of Ninja Form forms, and you'll find the one that's for workshop registration, and you literally just copy that and paste that into that field of the workshop. And what happens is you will get an email notification saying that someone is registered for your workshop. They will get the success message after they've registered saying, thank you for registering. And they can also get an email from your website that reminds them after they've registered that they have registered, that it's been received, and then that you're looking forward to seeing them there. So another example I wanted to show you of, instead of using the form, say that you have like a product X landing page or something like that, I'm just going to add in, this is a pound sign. This is just a link. It's kind of in the internet world where it's just going to kind of load the same page over. Let's see if I can, yeah, I don't have another one set. So we're just going to do this for example, and you would just copy in the URL. And when I hit update here, now I'm going to come back here just so I want to get to this site, and I want to go to the workshop page. When you use the reservation link, it doesn't actually give you the landing page that we saw before where it gives you all those details. Those details won't even be necessary. So again, if you are using the reservation link, you do not need to add any of this descriptive stuff. Just do the date, the time, the location, and that will show up here. So I'm going to click on Read More, and you'll notice it opens us up into a completely different page, which in the real world, it would be your landing page. So that those three options, the pop-up form and the third-party link, are available with the Premium, Platinum, and Ultimate plans. Now, if you are an Ultimate, you also have the ability to have a custom workshop landing page created. I do not have an example of it here on this Hero Stencil, so I'm going to show you on Life in Motion. So what they've done is they've decided to use a similar format to the product X. So we'll come here. They also have the button in their header. We'll click Workshop. And when I click Read More, since it is a page on the website and it's okay to overtake the website, because of that, it doesn't open into a new field, but we can set it that way if you want. But this is an example of the landing page that's custom for Ultimates. So you have the image in the background, the contact information when it is, why you should attend, some more contact information. So for this one, it's just going to be the pop-up form because it's on your website. So let's go ahead and see if I can log in here and show you how to make some edits on that. So same thing as before, workshops on the left. So let's take a look at the upcoming one. Let's do the 27th. They do see the benefits and workshops. As you can see, they offer them quite a bit. All right, so we have the title, the description on why you want to offer it, the featured image over here. Let's see where that is. That featured image is going to be showing on the main workshop page. Then if we come to the tab that has some more custom fields within the workshop, you got the title, the subtitle. This is the background image. Here is some more fields that you can add, but they're not using the registration part and the footer where you can do some copyright stuff. You can have a video on there. You, of course, date, time, location, and since they are doing the form, there's not going to be a reservation link. I believe for this one, the form is probably hard-coded in, so you wouldn't have to worry about that. But here is what it looks like. So we have the title. We have some subheaders here, the date again. This image, that would be right here, free workshop image, no image selected. I believe that's where you could put the presenter's face, and then where you would put the testimonials is here. So this could be what our patients there, what our attendees think of the low back pain workshop or whatever workshop it is. And then you could add their image. You can add the description and then their name and company information there. So if you wanted to do different fields though, we could certainly change out this template is custom to them. This is just some of the things they wanted to include. Most of it will be the same because we, kind of want these points presented, but things can be arranged however you want. We can discuss that. All right. So as I said before, the setup with the regular Word workshop post type with the pop-up form is included for Premium, Platinum, and Ultimate, as well as the third-party page, that link that opens to a new website. And then the setup for Ultimates that's included for the Ultimates only is a custom landing page. Again, it's completely custom. We can, make it look any way you want. All right. If you don't have any questions, I'd like to offer this free resource for you. It is a 4-step workshop checklist. So this is useful whether you've had workshops before or not. It's just a little checklist. Clear all this out on how to start a workshop or how to improve the ones that you're already providing. So this goes over the planning. Step 1 is the planning. Where is it going to be? Who you're going to try to reach? The presentation. How to market that. So number 2 is promote. And then how to host it. What the actual workshop will entail. Snacks, people love free snacks, activities, presenting, and then offer them something like the free laser treatment. And then most importantly is follow-up. Just because someone attends your workshop doesn't mean they're automatically going to become your patient. They might not need you right now. They were just, researching. So keep in mind that follow-up is super, super important. So you can get this from practicepromotions.net/workshop. And I want to thank you so much for attending. If you would like a recording of this webinar to watch at a later time, you can email me at anna@practicepromotions.com. Thank you so much.